Ah, let's talk about... I don't care. You see me? Who cares? Let's talk about the little white hat, black hat, purple hat, no hat, tin dick hat, tiny hat, ass hat, insert hat here, conspiracy thing. Now, yeah, I'm going to talk about a conspiracy theory. Why? I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or not. It's definitely some kind of a conspiracy. And it's some kind of a theory. What am I talking about? NESARA GESARA. NESARA, 2 words. GESARA. NESARA GESARA. National Economic Security and Recovery Act. And GESARA, Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. 2 ambitious frameworks envisioned to end global poverty, eliminate crushing debt, and restore financial sovereignty. This apparently is money that's coming from Trump. Trump's efforts to take all the world's money and give it to everybody. Okay. Whatever. There's a book about it. We'll have a quick look. No idea, it's got pictures of spaceships and all sorts of weird stuff on it. NESARA GESARA and the Quantum Financial System, Foundations of Freedom, Finance, Innovation and Patriotism, Book 2. There's books about it by Bruce Goldwell. Ha! Bruce Goldwell, that's a good... You created a good little gold digging well for yourself there, haven't you, Bruce? How many people have bought that book, I wonder? I might buy it. Hey, I might buy it. It's only $4.58. At that price. Whew. Hey. A million people bought that book. Out of 8 billion. That'd be $4.58 million. No. I might write it later. Actually, I wrote a book. Might have to put her on the market, eh? I don't care if you like it or not. That's what they call grifting. You're selling something of zero value. Embark on a journey into the future of finance with NESARA GESARA and the Quantum Financial System. This is a shit Carl Leibold and all that go on about. And Bosie was going on about it for ages and now, I don't know about NESARA GESARA. Fuck off, Bosie. I've heard you talk about it heaps of times. I think people fucking got a 2-second attention span or something. Discover the transformative potential of NESARA, National Economic Security and Recovery Act, and GESARA, Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. 2 ambitious frameworks envisioned to end global poverty, eliminate crushing debt, and restore financial sovereignty. This book breaks down these concepts in plain language, exploring how debt forgiveness, wealth redistribution and transparency could reshape economies worldwide. Go deeper with a comprehensive look at the quantum financial system. Yeah, you can bash that up your ass. It's all digital shit. An advanced financial architecture built on quantum computing and blockchain technology, what I tell you. Learn how the QFS promises secure, lightning fast and transparent transactions that can finally level the financial playing field. Okay. It is being built. I can tell you that. What do you think all the data centres are that are being built around the world? It's not just to collect our data. It's so they can keep jumping information in a random format so that nobody can hack it. It's to make it unhackable. Blockchain. It's a chain of blocks. Palantir, okay? It's not just for that though, it's also to entrap people into the beast system. It's a beast system, okay? You don't want to do it, trust me. You don't want this. Now they've got Wikipedia. We'll have a look at Wikipedia. That was what I looked at before. It was Amazon.com.au. It was the book NESARA GESARA and the Quantum Financial System by, what we say his name was? Bruce Goldwell. Was it? Yeah, Bruce Goldwell. Nice little well you dug for yourself, isn't it, Bruce? For the genius of moths, see NESARA. Fly towards the light. The National Economic Security of Recovery Act, NESARA, is a set of proposed economic reforms for the United States suggested by private citizen Harvey Francis Barnard. During the 1990s, Barnard claimed that the proposals, which included replacing the income tax with a national sales tax, abolishing compound interest on secured loans, and returning to a bimetallic currency, would result in 0% inflation and more stable economy. The proposals were never introduced to Congress. That's exactly the strategy Ricardo Bosey's talking about. Okay, so what is your entire financial proposal and everything about your white hat, black hat thing? Your new structure for Australian governance come from this book, does it, mate? I think it might do by the looks of this. Since the early 2000s, NESARA has become better known as the subject of a cult-like conspiracy theory. Yeah, it has. I was in on that. I can admit it. Whose original promoter was internet personality Shani Candice Goodwin, better known as Dove of Oneness. Oh dear. Goodwin, Dove of Oneness. Goodwin, who were fucking, I can't get over that. How can you take people like that seriously? Eh? Follow the white rabbit and shit, eh? Like, come on. May as well call herself Alison in Wonderland. Goodwin, who appropriated NESARA without Barnard's consent, claimed that the Act was actually passed with additional provisions as the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, and then suppressed by the George W. Bush administration and the Supreme Court. Goodwin's conspiracy emails were translated into several languages and had a large following on adherents of the theory, a large following online. Adherents of the theory have also used the term GESARA, standing for either Global Economic Security and Recovery Act or Global Economic Security and Reformation Act, in order to extend the proposal. NESARA reforms outside the US and the rest of the world. Oh my God. After Goodwin began commenting on NESARA, other internet-based conspiracy theorists latched onto it. One supporter, Sheldon Needle, ties the imminent NESARA announcement into his years-old prophecy of an imminent large-scale UFO visitation by benevolent aliens, occasionally on his website reports, but more prominently in his videos, seminars and public appearances. Jennifer Lee, who used to publish internet NESARA status reports almost daily on her now defunct site, it's debunked and debunked, discussed a host of otherworldly and interdimensional beings who are helping behind the scenes to get NESARA announced. Late internet conspiracy theorist Sherry Schreiner, who operated multiple websites, saw NESARA is linked to malevolent reptiloids, aliens she asserted long controlled the US government. No. Okay, let's look at the realistic side of this. Let's just say it is a thing. You should humour things, knock it about the ballpark a bit, and see if it's got any bounce or not. Now, whether it's tangible currency, digital currency, analog currency, a piece of paper with your hand, with your signature on it, or an X, you can't eat it. You can't wear it. You can't build a house with it. Or you can't. You can pay someone if they agree that that's worth their time, money and effort and supply of materials and hardware to do that. But what if I don't? You say I don't. I don't see that it's worth anything at all. You bring me half a cow or something, half a lamb. You bring me some lumber, some timber, or labour for labour in exchange. That's worth something. That's called the barter system on an agreed upon exchange of goods, rather than an agreed upon exchange of value. Well, it only holds the value of that which you give it, but goods. Goods and services, they tax that, don't they? See? They tax goods and services. They tax your income. They tax everything that's worth anything of any value. They don't tax money because it's worth nothing. Not really. They tax everything that you do to get the money. They tax everything that you do in exchangement of the money, which means that the goods that are being exchanged are being taxed, not the money itself. If you're earning interest on that money, it's the work that money is doing that's generating the tax, not the money itself. The money's fucking worth nothing, zero. Now, this NESARA GESARA thing is supposed to be that everybody gets their pound of gold and a whole bunch of money in their bank and some land and blah blah. Yep, no worries, okay. Can anyone else see a flaw in that? Yeah, I've got Jesse Ventura legs. I'm always wobbling something around. Does anybody else see a problem with that? I do. I see a massive problem with that. You see, it sounds nice, not practical, especially digital format. Who makes stuff if nobody makes stuff? Don't tell me AI. That's not sustainable. If you want this sustainable, let's talk sustainability, will we? AI is not sustainable. Why? It can only equate to the downfall of mankind. Idle hands will always find something to do. They'll either create or destroy. Now, if we've got nothing creative to do with our hands, if we're not building anything, creating anything of value, likelihood is we're going to do something to destroy. This is where the idle hands become the devil's playground, the devil's workshop. Instead of building stuff, we're going to wreck stuff. The playground, we're going to do shit we ought not do. Why? Because we'll be bored. Straight up boredom will kill us. Boredom will be the downfall of mankind. It's not the technology so much. It's the human condition. It's what are we going to do with ourselves if we've got nothing to do? We're going to do something to ourselves. Oh. Now, that's a bad habit. Takes a bit of breaking too, let me tell you. You see, it's not that. I think you know what I'm talking about. There's two things that go hand in hand with that. We're talking about idle hands. Lust and adultery. And greed. Greed? Why the greed? Because you just can't get enough of it. Drugs. The more drugs you have, the more drugs you want. And the more drugs you want, the more drugs you need. And the more drugs you need, the more drugs you have. It's just a behemoth that eats itself. Take it from someone who knows. I'm not ashamed. I've nothing to be ashamed of. You got plenty to learn from me. I've got plenty to teach you. Learn from someone who's made all the mistakes and came out of it with that still intact somehow. I haven't really done any bad things, but man, I've done a lot of dumb shit. If there's something dumb to do, I've done it. If there's anything dumb to do, I've done it. I've probably done it more than twice. I don't know. I've just got to think we're doing dumb shit. I'm trying to come out of it now. Why? Because I was entering into every decision I made without consulting the boss first. I was entering into it of sins of the flesh and possessions and earthly possessions. Shiny objects and flesh. Oh, I got my pound of flesh. I got my pound of flesh all over the place. I never took anybody else's flesh though. It's one thing I've always maintained. Don't create victims. Don't hurt no one. Why? I don't like it when people do it to me. But hey, yeah. If suddenly we become really bloody rich, that'll be the end of it. If everyone's rich, see, we don't need to be rich. We need to be content. That's all we need. Contentment is the best thing that we could have. If we're all rich and too happy, it's like that'll be gone like that, in a flash, just like that. Why? Greed breeds contempt, and contempt breeds jealousy and greed and all of it. One deadly sin creates another one. That's just how it is. There is nothing virtuous about charity for those who do not need it. Nothing virtuous in that at all. Charity for those who do not need it is not a heavenly virtue. That's a sin. Giving charity to those who do not need it creates a charity case. Now they depend on something they don't need. They depend on something that they want. In the meantime, devil's playgrounds. Look, there's a hard time coming. Now, the longer we kick that can down the road, the harder it's going to be. Are we going to just step into the hard time and do hard things or not? We're going to have to. If we don't step into it, it will grab us and drag us into it. Now, what do you want for your kids? Are you prepared to step into the hard time for them? Or are you going to make them suffer the consequences of the hard time that we won't deal with? That you won't deal with. I'm already in it. I'm quite happy to be in it. Why? How selfish would it be to leave it for my kids? I didn't deserve to have them in the first place if that's the case. Kids are not a right, they're a privilege. A privilege. It's a privilege to be gifted that responsibility. It's what a lot of you don't get. It's a privilege to be gifted that responsibility. Who can be trusted with little can be trusted with much. But he who can't be trusted with much doesn't deserve anything. I've been learning that off Bear. Thanks again, Bear. You're like dead set, Bear Independent. I've learned a lot from that man. A lot. I still do. Credit where credit's due, bro. Do we give the devil his due? Only what we due, only what he's due. If you owe him something, that's on you. I don't owe him shit. I owe God a lot. I owe him my life. Literally. Doing bad things is what almost took it. Seeing the light brought me back from the brink. There's no other way to look at it. God bless you. Go and do something positive with your hands. Stop playing with yourself. But yeah, I couldn't resist it. Bye bye.